Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host Ren. I got a video today from Please Act Right, a new creator to me. He's actually a pretty big creator at 89,000 subs, so he's doing well. He has great videos. This one is Modern Women Are Special. You know, you guys ever dated those women that are just so out there? You're like, something's wrong with her. She is a special kind of person. Tell you the truth, it's like most modern women. It's not just her. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
I just came to the realization why I'm single.
Oh, really? Tell us why.
Let us know.
Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is not supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives and they just look like so.
That's what you go with? Their wives look like a certain way? Oh my god.
Like, you know, like, not like this. Just like, you know, like, I pretend my tattoos are gone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised you're barely noticing this, that high value men that have been married for a long time, that are with great partners. Their partners are very conservative, very, like, not politically wise, but what they wear, how they dress, how they act. Like, they're not in it for the spotlight. They're not trying to make TikToks. Like, she is married to one of the most gorgeous men in the world. Like, and she doesn't even try to, like, pull clout from it. Like, you don't think she can pull clout that I'm married to motherfucking George Clooney? Like, oh, not George Clooney. Who is this? Pierce Brosnan. My bad. You know what I mean? Like, these women can actually get pretty famous, can get somewhat of a following because they are married to these gentlemen, but they choose not to. Why? Because they don't need to, and they don't want to. They got what they want from their men.
Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up.
And you just...
Yeah, I wouldn't say you look crazy, but you look crazy.
not figuring it out. You didn't figure it out when you got your second tattoo.
And I just come to this realization today.
And that bull ring doesn't fucking help much either.
So basically what you're telling us is you're slow.
See? I thought these men wanted, like, you know, big, strong, tough girls.
So you thought heterosexual men would want women built like men.
Right? Like, that's just so... Women logic is just so out of this world sometimes that they think we want exactly what they want. Like, do you think we want a strong, masculine woman that's going to take care of me? No.
I don't know. I feel like all of them are like super girly, and all these guys are like, yeah, that's my girl. That's just like housewife stuff. And I'm over here like,
I would love to see the household she grew up in.
Right?
I own my own business. I'm covered in tattoos.
And let's not forget that silver booger hanging out your nose. How women think that's attractive is beyond me. But
And I'm not gonna say, maybe there's some men out there that do find that ring attractive. I'm not gonna say all men find it like repulsive, but I do know a good majority of men that I kind of hate it.
hey, to each his own.
I'm a little spazzy, but that's okay. We embrace it.
No, we don't embrace it. Women like you embrace it. Men don't want spazzy women.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna wife me up because they can't take me seriously.
Exactly.
And I just realized that.
When the wall is undefeated, you know why she realized it? Because, yeah, she hit the wall.
Damn.
Well, at least you got nice eyes.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
So I'm getting my back blown out in a bedroom at this random party, and someone tries coming in. Thankfully, it was locked, so we just kept going quietly, but it was annoying because I just wanted to get my in. So I tried to speed.
Isn't it so crazy that women speak like this now? You know, that's probably one of the craziest things nowadays. I've dated women that's like, oh, I just want to get my, I want to get my nut in. I'm just like, I don't think you can use the same terms. Well, in a sense, you do get your nut. Someone does get a nut in, but you're not nutting in anything. We are the ones that are nutting in you. So, like, that term just sounds so stupid when a woman says it.
Speed up the pace because homeboy was not doing the job. Then I hear the doorknob clicking again, and this time it swings right open. And it happens to be the dude's friends that I'm smashing, and they start laughing. Apologizing, are about to walk out. But I told them, hold on, are y'all not gonna hop in? Because this dude wasn't working, so why not get his besties?
Wow. Young people. Young women. Holy cow. Like, sex has become such a driving force for the decisions that these women make nowadays, when before it was like the opposite. Sex was a driving force, but it was not having sex was the driving force. Now it's, I must have sex. I must have sex a lot, and I must have sex just as good as men.
So now I'm getting railed in all three of my holes, and honestly, it was the highlight of my year.
Getting railed in all three holes was the highlight of your year. Did I miss something? Holy cow.
Remember, your man's besties always got your back. Follow for daily advice.
And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is on her social media page where everybody, including her own family, will see it.
If I was your dad, I'd tell you to change your last name on everything I love. You better change it.
As a childless woman in my early 40s, I'm constantly thinking,
oh, this is the lady that I posted a meme of when she looked really, not before she went to college. And then this is her, like, her middle picture. And then she has a picture of just her with fully tatted all over her face, too.
about my retirement.
I think,
what
I don't
that looks
know.
Like.
And here's another one with a bunch of tattoos on her. Look at the back of her hand and on her neck just above the shirt collar. These
She
women
has
just
it on her
have no
forehead,
respect
too.
for their skin.
And it's always the same, no matter what. And it has been since my 30s, which is to live in a hut or a well-framed cabin in the woods with a community of women. And we all just like grow our own food, make our own.
Women can do this. You guys can go do this. Obviously, the cabin has to be built by men, but you can go and do this. You can have a man come and build you guys cabinets or cabins everywhere, and then you go live in the woods if you want. I don't think men are gonna, like, stop you.
Preserves, read books, fix everything ourselves, have coffee together in the morning, drink wine at night, have a bunch of cats and
Who's making the wine? Are you guys? Who's making the money? Like, or is this kind of like a commune kind of thing where nobody's working, everybody's just like hippie-go-lucky kind of thing, or is it everybody still has their normal job? You just all go into one community to live. It's like this. How is this gonna work?
dogs and chickens and goats, maybe some horses, pigs, whatever.
Everything you just described is doable. So put your plans in motion. I'm sure there's plenty of women out there with.
That's funny. He thought the exact same. It is doable. You just need a man to come build some of those things for you. And then when shit goes awry, you might need them to come maintain some stuff.
Love to get on board. And I don't know about the rest of the men out there, but I'm rooting for you.
And then we do really weird shit at night that makes everyone scared to come up to our property.
It's called witchcraft. I think women do it already.
It just leaves us alone forever until we all just...
It's like they're describing witchery and witchcraft and how women like become like like a covenant of witchcraft or witches or something like that. That's what they're kind of describing to me.
Die in our beds, happy. That sounds like a pretty good retirement.
I agree. Sounds like a pretty good retirement. Just make sure that none of you ladies call for a man for anything once you move out there. If the cabin catches on fire, you put it out. If you have an electrical problem, you fix it. You see where I'm going with this.
I do not want to work for the rest of my life. Does it look like I want to get up at 6 a.m. every f***ing day for the next 60 years? No. I'm too pretty for that.
Bitch. I get up at 5 a.m. every goddamn day, like every goddamn day to make these videos. And I finish about like 11 a.m., like noonish. Every day I put this, like, and I don't even get paid that much for this. I do this as a full-time job. I do this 7 days a week. So
for now.
Have you ever cheated before? Not with another human.
What do you mean?
wait, I mean to say like I do it like a full-time job. I also have a full-time job.
I cheated on my boyfriend with his dog. He opened the door.
Are we talking about bestiality now? What the fuck is going on?
And I was in the doggy position with his doggy.
Whether this is a
Is this real? Is this... Why would you share this on social media? If this was what you're explaining. What the fuck?
joke or not, why would you put this out there
Right?
and show your face? And they wonder why men are leaving this country to find women elsewhere.
Normalize cheating on men who deserve to be cheated on. Oh, you thought I was loyal because you gave me a few roses and asked me to be your girlfriend? But then continually gave me bare minimum? No, I'm cheating. And the best part is you'll never even know. Like,
He gave you flowers and took you out and stuff, but he continually gave you bare minimum.
it's just something I do for me, like a self-love thing.
It's a self-love thing to go sleeping around with other men because the man that you're supposed to be in a relationship with is giving what you call minimal effort. I'm sorry, but I love myself more than that.
Yep.
And I'm a man.
Are you stupid or something?
Here are a list of places that you cannot take me on a first date in Huntsville. First and foremost, let's start with Applebee's. Now, first of all, I feel like if you get hungry and say, ooh, I want Applebee's, that's kind of scary to me. Next up, and this has nothing to do with that girl, the Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is not far from my house.
Yeah, it has something to do with the sprinkle, sprinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle lady. That's why you have the Cheesecake Factory on there.
Never do I ever get hungry and say, I wonder what the Cheesecake Factory has to eat. Next up,
You know what? Okay, I'll agree with her on that one. I have never in my mind, I was like, oh, what does this Cheesecake Factory have? But again, I'm Asian. I literally gravitate towards Asian food. Most of the time my head is like, oh, I want pho. That's the majority of what I want is pho or steaks.
it's Olive Garden. Honestly, it just stinks in there and I don't want to go anywhere and eat where it stinks. So, no thank you.
So I went on her TikTok page and guess what I found? She's buying wine at Target and telling the whole world.
All right, now Target, you real rude for putting this on the top shelf.
You're gonna shop Target wine at Target and then you're gonna tell people you're too good for Cheesecake Factory.
Why is it the people that are so picky or announce they're picky? Why is it they never look like they picky?
She's referring to the same chick that just had the list of places that are not acceptable, according to her, to take her out on a date.
Like, never. I have never seen somebody say, you know what, I am just picky about where I eat. And they look like they work out, 7 days a week. I ain't never seen that. Man, you
This is true. I work out quite a bit. I'm not that picky, other than I try to stay away from pork. And I'll still eat it here and there, but I try my best to stay away from pork. So
don't get this Cheesecake Factory. You ain't picky. You gonna get this. You're not gonna be pushy today.
Sorry, but no. She's not getting the Cheesecake Factory. She's not getting Applebee's, not even a coffee date if she's that picky.
Anyway, there was this list that went out that a few people sent to me, I should say, of where women said don't take them on a date. It had things on that list like Applebee's and bowling to a family function.
again, bowling? I love bowling. I'm kind of sad that bowling's on that list.
Out for coffee to the park. It had so many outrageous.
You know why I like bowling? Because if they got them nails, it's going to break them. And I enjoy when women break their nails bowling. It's just hilarious to me. Because it's kind of a good way to show if they like you or not, too. Because if they have those nails and they still go and bowl with you, they fucking really like you. Because women fucking hate anything that's going to fuck their nails up.
outrageous things on this list of where not to take a woman on a date. Y'all be mad when a brother be expecting some booty at the end of the day. But you expecting? I can't with these women. I can't.
And we can't either. That's why we're not dating these type of women anymore.
Passport
Y'all be mad
bros
when a
out.
brother expecting booty, but you're expecting a $300 to $500 dinner or a yacht ride.
$500? I can find probably 3 women to sleep with me for $5. Like, that's a lot of money just to take someone out on the first date. You're not going to know them. You don't even know you're going to be compatible. And you're probably not going to get any. $500. That's like people's weekly salary is $500. That's a lot of money.
But you going around telling me, oh, he thought I was going to sleep with him on the first date. Or you thought he was going to spend $500 on the first date. You out here pimping, folks.
Exactly.
The man get his way. So be careful what you ask for. So why is it so bad if I tell you at the end of the first date, if I spend a certain amount of money, I'm expecting some favors, but it's okay for you to tell me where I'm taking you on a date? No. That's why these women out here getting put out and left at restaurants.
What I'm realizing is that women
are
a special kind of stupid.
If a guy picks me up in certain cars for a date, I'm just not going. Like, I'm just not going. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't tell me if someone pulls up in this. Hold on, put it on the screen. Hold on.
You know what? There's women out there that are okay with cars. I used to drive a little red Honda Fit. A lot of women loved it because it was a very small, convenient, gas efficient, like, car. I know, like, people. I don't know why women loved it. Well, they didn't love it, but they didn't hate on it. No, none of them hate on it when I was driving that Honda Fit. Now I drive my mom's RDX because she passed, and I was still making payments on the car. I just paid it off a couple months ago, and I don't feel a difference in like how women treat me or anything, or women, like, attracting women with a nicer car. Just at least in my demographic and how I've been dating, I'm sure it matters to most women nowadays, but there's women out there that really don't care about cars. They just see it as transportation.
This Prius.
You mean a nice, clean, conservative car?
That saves money and the environment, which I thought most of you young people cared about. Global warming and all.
No, I'd rather not go on a date. I'm sorry. I know the type of person you are. Like, I can tell by the car you drive what kind of person you're gonna be. If y'all drive these cars, you need to reevaluate yourself.
Can you say spoiled brat? You see where this is going with these so-called women in this country? This is why I always tell you guys, if you're interested in a woman, make sure you check out her social media pages. This way, if you hear her saying some nonsense like this, and you drive a car that she approves of, don't date her. Because if anything happens to your money, and you have to downgrade your lifestyle, she'll be gone. Reason? She was never into you in the first place.
Capitol Hill poised to make history. The Senate Armed Services Committee advancing a bill that, if signed into law, would require young women for the first time to register for the draft at 18, just like their dads and brothers.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
If women are drafted to the military, I am most excited to see the confrontation between commanding officers and the girls. Think we're going to let you yell at us? You think we're going to do something without a please and thank you?
That thought process, you think you're going to let you yell at us? In the middle of war, you think he's going to give a fuck?
Clearly, somebody does not know how the military works.
We've all had controlling ex-boyfriends. We know not to put up with that bullshit. Let's sit down and have a conversation about what you want and what I...
This is how empowered women feel and how strong they feel. They feel that they're so strong and independent and powerful to where they can just tell a commanding officer to fuck off. That's what she's pretty much saying. Saying, I'm not going to listen to what you say. I don't care that you're protecting our lives, everybody else's lives, and trying to make everything work. I do what I want.
And we'll reach a happy medium.
I've never prayed for somebody to go into the military, but I'm praying that she does. She gonna find out. Oh yeah, she gonna find out.
Because there's no way I'm doing what you want when you use that tone with me.
Wanna bet?
You think you can push us around like you do with these men? Think again, baby. You're gonna learn some manners.
Men learned manners. That's why we listen to our commanding officers. Women have no fucking manners, man. Can't even respect someone that is a leader to you?
No, you gonna learn what it's like to be in the military. The drill sergeants already know how to handle people like you.
That
when
they
she
do.
refuses to follow instructions because she wants the drill sergeants to speak to her in a polite way, the drill sergeant will unpolitely announce to all the rest of the women in the platoon that they have to do extra push-ups, extra sit-ups, and an extra 5 miles on their daily run because Miss Princess here wants to be spoken to politely. What do you think's gonna happen that night in the barracks when the lights go out? All those other women in that platoon are going to make sure that she's punished, one way or another.
That was a hurtful scene in that movie. Fucking Full Metal Jacket, when he gets smacked by the soap like that. I feel bad for him.
Clearly, she doesn't realize that the military is the government, and they don't play. Disobeying a direct order in the military has a punishment of a minimum of 2 years in prison and a dishonorable discharge. And don't think for a second that after the 2 years is up, they're just going to give you your discharge and you're on your way. No, you're still a GI, government issue. After your prison sentence is up, they'll just put you right back in basic training and give you the same orders all over again to see if you disobey them again. And if you do, they'll just put your ass right back
I didn't know that.
in prison for 2 more years. They can continue this cycle as long as they want. And I guarantee you, after a couple of days in a military prison, this little smart aleck attitude that she has, it'll disappear real quick.
Oh,
so
hell
all
yeah.
the ladies out there, you better stop listening to these little knucklehead women who don't understand how the system works. Or you're gonna find yourself in a military jail sharing a cell right next to her. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video.
That was some good chow. Modern women, they are some kind of special, aren't they? You know, the delusion that they portray in life is as if there's no consequences to any actions ever, at least to women. Which, you know, a good chunk of it is overlooked by us men, but it ain't gonna be overlooked for much longer. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.